Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal a preview clip has been released for the week of April 28, 2025. It shows Katie Logan, Heather Tom, busting Daphne Rose, Muriel Hilaire, Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, begs Hope Logan, Annika Noel. Plus, Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, rejects Eric Forrester's John McCook suggestion. At the beginning of the weekly preview clip, Brooke and Hope are at the house. Brooke explains to Hope what happened at the fashion show. Then Brooke drops a bombshell that she wants Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, back. Even though Hope has a sour look on her face, she agrees to support her mother. After that, Brooke confidently says, "Well, he is my destiny." Considering the things Ridge called Hope, this is a really toxic mother/daughter relationship. Yell over with the Forrester man, there will be a heated debate. Eric tells Ridge that he belongs with Brooke, not Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. The patriarch secretly planned Brooke to come out on the runway in that wedding dress. Eric was even narrating during the surprise event. While Ridge did grab Brooke's hand, was that just for the audience or did he feel something? In any case, Ridge will reject Eric's suggestion. Ridge calmly explains to Eric that he's already committed to another woman. That is true. If Barigi is truly destiny, then it will happen without any outside interference. The bold and the beautiful preview also shows Katie confronting Daphne. It seems that Katie must overhear something. Perhaps a telling conversation between the Nose and Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline Missins would. In the preview clip, Katie asks Daphne if she's just there to do Steffi's dirty work. Oh, don't count on Daphne winning Carter's heart now. Speaking of Carter, he continues to beg Hope to give their relationship another chance. Carter is usually really calm. However, in this scene, he will be quite intense. Carter has a fierce and pressured tone as he urges Hope, "Tell me you want me as much as I want you." I'm wondering if the sudden intensity is a clue that he could become obsessed. Maybe Carter will become convinced that Hope is the one who got away. Of course, Hope isn't doing anything to lead Carter on. However, good luck convincing Steffi of that. As the bold and the beautiful heads into the final week of April, fans are in for a whirlwind of drama, betrayal, and emotional confrontations. The week promises high-stakes battles, both personal and professional, with a focus on long-standing relationships, new alliances, and the uncovering of deeply buried secrets. Let's break down the anticipated storylines for the week of April 28. Katie vs. Daphne, a clash of titans. The drama between Katie Logan, Heather Tom, and Daphne, Jessica Collins, takes a sharp turn as the two women face off over the future of Forrester Creations, and more personally, over their mutual ties to Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Katie, ever the fierce protector of her family and the Forrester legacy, is not about to sit idly by while a new threat like Daphne disrupts everything she's worked for. Having recently learned of Daphne's manipulative ways, Katie realizes that Daphne is far from the innocent woman she initially appeared to be. As the week progresses, Katie and Daphne have several tense confrontations. Katie's initial reaction is one of suspicion, but as the weeks unfold, her frustration grows into full-fledged animosity. Katie is not one to back down from a fight, and her protective instincts come into full play when she learns that Daphne may be working with Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye, on some secretive plans involving the future of the company. Katie fears that Daphne is playing both sides of the fence, and her suspicions about Daphne's loyalties reach a boiling point. Daphne, however, isn't someone who can easily be outwitted. With her own agenda to protect, she begins to turn the tables on Katie, attempting to manipulate the situation to her advantage. A heated argument at the Forrester office ends in a dramatic confrontation between the two women. Katie's temper flares as she accuses Daphne of undermining the Forrester family's legacy, while Daphne slyly retorts that Katie's grip on the company is slipping. But the stakes are higher than just their rivalry. As the tension between them escalates, it becomes clear that the battle is not only about Forrester creations, but also about their love lives. Both women have deep feelings for Carter, and this is where the real tension begins to simmer. As the week progresses, both Katie and Daphne start to realize they have more to lose than they thought. Will they ultimately come to an understanding, or will this rivalry lead to a permanent rift in their relationship with Carter? Carter's plea, a heartfelt appeal. While the battle between Katie and Daphne rages on, Carter Walton finds himself caught in the crossfire. Carter has always prided himself on his ability to keep his professional and personal lives separate. But this week, the lines blur in a big way. As his relationships with both Katie and Daphne continue to complicate, Carter is forced to confront his own feelings and make a decision that could change everything. The week begins with Carter realizing that he has to address the simmering tensions between the two women in his life. He knows that his continued involvement with both Katie and Daphne could lead to a disastrous outcome. In an emotionally charged scene, Carter makes a heartfelt plea to both women. He apologizes for any hurt he may have caused and expresses a desire to come to a resolution that benefits all parties involved. But as is often the case in the world of the bold and the beautiful, there's no such thing as a simple resolution. Carter's plea, though sincere, is met with resistance. Both women are too entrenched in their own emotions to let go of the past or embrace any kind of compromise. Katie, in particular, is skeptical of Carter's motivations, questioning whether he's truly being honest with her or simply trying to placate Daphne. Daphne, on the other hand, is not interested in sharing Carter with anyone. Her heart is set on him, and she will stop at nothing to keep him in her life. As the days progress, Carter is faced with increasingly difficult choices. Should he take a step back and remove himself from both women's lives? Or should he double down and fight for what he believes is the right thing? His internal struggle plays out on screen in some of the most emotional moments of the week. Carter's plea is one of the more heartfelt moments in recent episodes, as he tries to hold on to the love and respect of both women, even as they move further apart. It remains to be seen whether Carter can repair the damage he's caused, or if his decision will ultimately lead to the end of both relationships. But one thing is clear: Carter will have to make a choice, and soon, or risk losing both women for good. Ridge's rejection, a cold shoulder. Ridge Forrester is no stranger to rejection. As the patriarch of the Forrester family, he's experienced his fair share of heartbreaks. But this week, his personal life takes a blow that he wasn't expecting. After weeks of avoiding the difficult conversation, Ridge is forced to face his own heartache when he rejects a heartful offer from a key character in his life. The storyline takes a dramatic turn when Ridge finds himself once again at the center of a love triangle. Though he has remained distant from his wife Brooke, Catherine Kelly Lang, and is still dealing with the fallout of his recent affair with Taylor, Krista Allen, Ridge is now presented with an unexpected proposal. This time, it's not from a woman seeking a romantic reconciliation, but from a business partner, a partner who offers Ridge a way out of his current predicament. But Ridge, though torn, ultimately makes a decision that sends shockwaves through those around him. In a powerful and emotional scene, he rejects an offer that could have provided him with a fresh start, opting instead to remain in his familiar yet increasingly difficult situation. His reasons are complicated, and he doesn't express them in a way that makes his motivations entirely clear. But one thing is certain: Ridge's rejection marks a significant turning point in his life. The scene plays out in classic bold and the beautiful fashion, filled with raw emotion and unresolved tension. Ridge's rejection of the offer is a gut punch to those who had hoped for his redemption, and it forces viewers to question whether he's truly capable of moving forward, or if he's forever tethered to his past mistakes. The fallout from this rejection will have ripple effects across the entire Forrester family, as his decision raises serious questions about his loyalty, his priorities, and his future. As Ridge continues to struggle with his emotions, his rejection of the offer symbolizes the internal conflict he's been facing for months. He's torn between his business obligations and his personal desires, but his inability to make a firm decision only leaves him in limbo. And with both Brooke and Taylor in his life, the rejection only adds fuel to the fire, pushing the drama to a boiling point. What's next? The week of April 28 promises to be one of the most explosive in recent Bold and the Beautiful history. With Katie and Daphne at odds, Carter caught in the middle, and Ridge facing rejection, the emotional stakes are higher than ever. Fans can expect shocking twists and turns as relationships are tested, loyalties are questioned, and characters are forced to confront the truth. As the week progresses, the fallout from the confrontations will leave lasting consequences for everyone involved. Katie and Daphne's rivalry is just beginning, and the battle for Carter's heart will continue to escalate. Meanwhile, Ridge's emotional journey will push him to make tough choices about his future, both personally and professionally. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our Boldy and BAUTFUL UPDAT YouTube channel for more update news.